ერთი 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 ორი ერთი ორი სამი ერთი ორი ერთი ორი
Can you see paradise?
მოგესალმებით. ძალიან დიდი მადლობა მოთმინებისთვის. სულ მალე დავიწყებთ. I will make this announcement in English afterwards. მშობლებს მივესალმები განსაკუთრებულად. მადლობა მობრძანებისთვის და რომ ამდენი ხართ. მინდა გაგაცნოთ მოკლედ რა იგეგმება. ახლა შემოგვიერთდებიან კიდევ სტუმრები და შემდეგ უკვე სცენაზე ვინც იქნება საპატიო სტუმრები ისინი დაიძვრებიან და ესე თქვა საზეიმო ცერემონიის ფარგლებში შემობრძანდებიან დარბაზში ალბათ სადღაც 5 წუთში. ასე რომ ყველას გთხოვთ ვინც ფეხზე დგას რომ დაბრძანდეთ. Welcome everyone, our students, parents. We will start our ceremony shortly. We're waiting for our guests and guests of honor to arrive, and it will be about 5 to 7 minutes. And I would ask everyone to take their seats now. Thank you.
Students and families, honored guests, the 2017 New Student Convocation for San Diego State University, Georgia is hereby assembled. My name is Ken Walsh, and as Dean for SDSU Georgia, it is my privilege and honor to call this ceremony to order. Because SDSU Georgia degree program results in both an American degree and a Georgian degree for our students, we will recognize both countries with their anthems. Please rise for the national anthem of the United States, which will be sung by Nina Kipshidze. This will be followed by the national anthem of Georgia, as is tradition for our host nation.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight on the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave on the land of the free and the home of the brave? Chemichadia sam shoblo sachatem teliquechana kana tebulim tabari zil nagari agmertana tavi suple badreshweni Mor maval zum res di debas Cis Chris vars plavi amodis dars guashu abtrindeba Dadi deba tavi suplebas di deba
Thank you, Nina. You may now be seated. The SDSU Georgia program brings an American university to this beautiful capital city of Georgia. But SDSU is proud to be an international university, and SDSU Georgia is part of that tradition. The flags that you see around the outside of the hall represent the countries that students have traveled from to study with SDSU Georgia. Will the international students from outside Georgia among our new freshman class please stand and be recognized? International students. Welcome. In addition, we welcome exchange students from our main campus in San Diego who will complete their studies in Georgia this semester. Will the San Diego Aztecs please rise and be recognized? Thank you. On behalf of the faculty, staff, and students of San Diego State University, I extend a very personal and warm welcome to each of you. Today is a great day for celebrating a new beginning. Convocation comes from the Latin word convocare, which means calling together. This afternoon, it is only appropriate that we have called together the faculty and honored guests representing the organizations that made SDSU Georgia possible, to welcome students as the newest members of our campus community. Today, we will share with you our traditions, expectations, and best wishes for success as you pursue your academic dreams. First, some rules. Let me remind you that this is a formal ceremony, and we ask that everyone remain in your seats until the platform party has departed. I will remind you of this again, but please stay in your seats until the platform party has left. Remarks from the podium will be offered in Georgian and English languages by different speakers. Translation is available via headphones. If you didn't get them, they are available at the side. One more instruction for you students. You have fascinating cards with fascinating pins on them. I will tell you when to take those pins off, and then you'll know, because I will tell you. Okay. Joining me today as part of the platform party are academic and administrative officers from San Diego and Tbilisi, faculty, and special guests. I would like to introduce the special guests among the platform party. Please stand and be recognized as I call your name. I ask the audience to please hold your applause until the end. Let me begin with Mr. Alexander J. Jalava, Minister of Education and Science and Vice Prime Minister of Georgia. His Excellency Ian Kelly, Ambassador of the United States to Georgia. Ms. Fatima Sumar, Regional Deputy Vice President for Europe, Asia, Pacific, and Latin America from the Millennium Challenge Corporation. You're going to get tired. I told you to wait. Ms. Magda Magradza, Chief Executive Officer, Millennium Challenge Account, Georgia. From Tbilisi State University, Rector George Sharvashidze. From Elia State University, Rector Giga Zidania. Rector Archil Prangashvili from Georgian Technical University was not able to join us today. Joining us is Professor Simon Nevzadze. We also have several guests joining us from San Diego, including Dr. Chikuka Enwameka, Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs. Dr. Norma Bouchard, Dean of the College of Arts and Letters. Dr. Monty Marabati, Dean of the College of Engineering. Dr. Halil Guven, Vice Dean, SDSU Georgia. Dr. Bill Tong, Chair, Department of Chemistry, San Diego State University. Dr. Janusz Supernak, Chair, Department of Civil, Construction, and Environmental Engineering, San Diego State University. Representing the continuing students of SDSU are our flag bearers. The flag bearer for the College of Engineering, Computer Engineering major Hania Moen. The flag bearer for the College of Sciences, Computer Science major Mamuka Anjaparidze. Finally, and the most important people on the platform, will the teaching faculty for SDSU Georgia please rise? Thank you. You may be seated. Students, you have worked hard to prepare yourselves for this next step in your lives. You have arrived at SDSU bringing abundant talent. The goal is to foster your abilities and knowledge so that your potential to help build a better Georgia can be realized. With added encouragement in this regard, it is now my great honor to yield the podium to distinguished guests who also wish to welcome you to your studies. I would like to begin with Mr. Alexander Jejalava, Minister of Education and Science of Georgia.
მოგესალმებით, პატრიცემულო სტუმრებო, მასპინძლებო, მივესალმები ბატონ ელჩს, მივესალმები სან-დიეგოს სახელმწიფო უნივერსიტეტის ხელმძღვანელებს, მივესალმები 1000 წლეულის გამოწვევის კორპორაციის და 1000 წლეულის გამოწვევის ფონდის საქართველოს ხელმძღვანელებს, ჩემს კოლეგებს, მშობლებს და სტუდენტებს, რა თქმა უნდა, ძალიან ამაღელვებელია დღევანდელი ცერემონია, ბევრი მიზეზით და მოკლედ მომზადება ესე იგი ამ საუბრისთვის იმაზე უფრო რთულია, ვიდრე შეიძლება წარმოგედგინოთ. და რამდენიმე რამე მინდა დღეს გითხრათ. პირველი მინდა მოგიყვეთ ამბავი, რომელიც დაიწყო 1975 წელს ჰარვარდის უნივერსიტეტში, დაიწყეს კვლევა, რომელიც თქვენ დღეს თუ დაგუგლავთ, მოკლედ დაძებნით, იპოვით ძალიან საინტერესო ვიდეოებს. 3-4 წლის ბავშვები შეიყვანეს ოთახში მარტო და წინ დაუდეს არაჩვეულებრივი, ძალიან ლამაზი და გემრიელი კამფეტი, მოკლედ, მარშმელო, ზეფირი. და უთხრეს, რომ 15 წუთი თუ ამას არ შეჭამთო, ამ ერთ კამფეტსო, მაშინ მეორეს მიიღებთო. ხო და 15 წუთი 3-4 წლის ბავშვისთვის მოკლედ ძალიან ბევრია. ეს იგივეა, რომ თქვა თქვენ გითხრათ, რომ 1 წელი თუ რაღაცას არ გააკეთებ დაახლოებით და მოკლედ გადაღებულია ამ ბავშვების წვალება. ზოგი სუნავს, ზოგი ესე იგი ათვალიერებს, ზოგი ეხება, 2/3 ბავშვების ვერ გაძლოთ 15 წუთი. და შეახრამუნა მოკლედ ეს პირველი კამფეტი, სანამ 15 წუთი გავიდოდა. და 1/3 გაძლო. ანუ ყოველმა მესამემ გამოიჩინა მოთმინება და მიიღო ჯილდო მეორე კამფეტი და ნუ მერე რა თქმა უნდა ორივე ბედნიერად მიირთო. ამ ბავშვებს აკვირდებოდნენ მაგ მომენტიდან 35 წლის განმავლობაში. ყველას, იმათაც ვინც ვერ გაძლეს და იმათაც ვინც გაძლეს და ძალიან სტაბილური შედეგი მიიღეს, რომ ყველამ ვინც მიიღო მეორე კამფეტი, გააკეთა ძალიან წარმატებული კარიერა. ყველა ბავშვმა, ვინც გაძლო 15 წუთი, მიიღო ჯილდოდ არა მარტო მეორე კამფეტი, არამედ მიიღო ჯილდოდ ძალიან საინტერესო ცხოვრება. და რატომ გადავწყვიტე ამ ისტორიის მოყოლა, მე მგონია, რომ ამ ოთახში აქეთ მხარეს ჩვენსკენ ახლოს ის ხალხია, ესე იგი, ვინც მეორე კამფეტიც მიიღო, მესამეც და კიდე ძალიან ბევრ ჯილდოს მიიღებს და მე მინდა თქვენ მოგილოცოთ პირველ რიგში, რომ დღეს აქ ახართ, იმიტომ რომ ეს არის ძალიან მნიშვნელოვანი მიღწევა და ეს არის ძალიან მნიშვნელოვანი მიღწევების დასაწყისი და ძალიან მეამაყება თქვენნაირი ხალხი, რომ გყავს დღეს დარბაზში. ეს არის პირველი, რაც მინდოდა მეთქვა. მეორე მინდოდა მეთქვა, რომ თუ ჩათვალეთ, რომ ეს თქვენი დამსახურებაა, რომ აქ ახართ, მოკლედ ცდებით, მე მგონი, იმიტომ რომ ეს არის იმ ხალხის დამსახურება, ვინც ოთახის უკანა მხარეს არის განლაგებული, ასე ვთქვათ, პირველ რიგში თქვენი მშობლების. დღეს მათთვის მე მგონია, რომ უფრო მნიშვნელოვანი, თუ ვინმესთვის უფრო მნიშვნელოვანი დღეა, ვიდრე თქვენთვის ეს არის თქვენი მშობლები და მე მინდა ყველა მშობელს, ვინც აქ არის და ვინც არ არის აქ, მათთან ერთად ყველა აღმზრდელს და მასწავლებელს, ვინც ესწრება დღევანდელ შეკრებას, მიულოცო, რომ მათ თავისი მოვალეობა, ასე ვთქვათ, ძალიან ღირსეულად და საამაყოდ შეასრულეს და დღევანდელ დღემდე მოგიყვანეს და მე მინდა ყველას, ესე იგი, ვთხოვო, მშობლების პატივისცემა გამოვხატოთ ტაშით. მადლობთ. მესამე რამე მინდა გითხრათ, ეს უკვე წესია, ტრადიციაა ასეთი, რომ რჩევა უნდა მოგცეთ მოკლედ ამ ამბავში, დღევანდელი ფორმატით და მოკლედ ეს რჩევაც მე, რა ვიცი, ბევრ ღონისძიებას ვესწრები, მაგრამ რჩევა ერთი და იგივე მაქვს, ესე იგი ყოველ ჯერზე, რომ თავარი მტერი თქვენი მომავალში, მოკლედ აქამდე რომ მეორე კამფეტიც მიიღეთ და ბევრ ჯილდოც და კიდე ბევრ ჯილდოს მიიღებთ, ეს ფაქტია, თავარი მტერი თქვენი იქნება საშუალო მიზნები. აი ხა მე გეტყვით რას ნიშნავს საშუალო მიზნები. ზის ახლა თქვენ შორის ერთ-ერთი ახალგაზრდა და ფიქრობს ესეთი ოცნება აქვს, რომ მე მინდა რომ დავამთავრო უნივერსიტეტი, კარგი სპეციალისტი გამოვიდე, მინდა რომ ესე იგი შემხვდეს ჩემი გულის სწორი და კარგი ოჯახი შევქმნა, მინდა რომ კარგი შვილები მყავდეს, მინდა რომ მქონდეს კარგი სამსახური, კარგი მეგობრები მინდა მყავდეს და მათთან ურთიერთობის სიამოვნება, მოგზაურობა მინდა, რომ წელიწადში რამდენჯერმე წავიდე და ვიმოგზაურო. რა სიტყვით, მოგწონთ ეს გეგმა? მართალია. პრობლემა ის არის, რომ თუ ამას დაისახავთ მიზნად, აი ზუსტად ამდენი აგისრულდებათ და მეტი არა. პრობლემა ის არის, რომ ხალხი საშუალო მიზნებს ისახავს და მე აღწევს. ის კი არ არის, რომ მაღალ მიზნებს ისახავს და ვერ აღწევს. ხო და მე მინდა გირჩიოთ და შემოგთავაზოთ, რომ არ შეზღუდოთ თქვენი თავი ოცნებებში. მე ვთვლი, რომ თქვენ შეგიძლიათ მიაღწიოთ ნებისმიერ რამეს, რასაც დღეს დაისახავთ. თქვენ შეგიძლიათ მსოფლიო სამყარო შეცვალოთ უკეთესობისკენ, ყველანაირი მონაცემი ამისთვის არსებობს და მოგიწოდებთ, რომ ძალიან ამბიციური, იცით როგორი ამბიციური მიზნები უნდა დაისახოთ, რომ არავინ არ დაგიჯეროთ. და თქვენ ჯგუფში რო ადგებით და იტყვით, რომ მე აი ამას გავაკეთებ, უნდა ჩაიხითხითონ თქვენმა მეგობრებმა, ასე ვთქვათ, და ამ ჩახითხითებით მიხვდებით, რომ სწორ გზას ადგახართ და რომ ვერ დაიჯერეს, ვერ შეძლეს, რომ დაეჯერებინათ თქვენი ამბიცია. მე მჯერა, რომ ასეთი მაგარი ქართველები და საქართველოს მოქალაქეები ჯერ არასდროს არ ყოფილან. არა აბსოლუტურად არ ყოფილან, ევოლუციური გაგებითაც არ ყოფილან. ასეთი ტვინის პატრონი, ასეთი გულის პატრონი, ასეთი ამბიციის პატრონი, როგორც თქვენ ხართ და თქვენ თუ არ დაისახავთ ამ ძალიან ამბიციურ მიზნებს, სხვა ვერავინ დაისახავს. მე მინდა წარმატება გისურვოთ, მოგილოცოთ სან-დიეგოს სახელმწიფო უნივერსიტეტის პროგრამებში სწავლის დაწყება და მინდა გისურვოთ, რომ დაისახოთ დაუჯერებლად რთული და დაუჯერებლად მაღალი მიზნები და წარმატებით შეასრულოს. ქართული სახელმწიფო, ისევე როგორც ჩვენი ამერიკელი მეგობრები, გვერდში გიდგანან და გავაკეთებთ აბსოლუტურად ყველაფერს, რაც არის ჩვენზე დამოკიდებული იმისთვის, რომ თქვენ გქონდეთ ყველანაირი პირობა, რომ ამ თქვენ ძალიან ამბიციურ მიზნებს მიაღწიოთ. გილოცავთ კიდევ ერთხელ, მადლობა კიდევ ერთხელ მშობლებს და წარმატებას გისურვებთ.
Thank you, Minister. Just as we commemorate your graduation 4 short years from now, not that you're thinking about that, today we celebrate your entry into the university. You will study in the framework of an important collaboration between the governments of Georgia and the United States. It gives me great pleasure to welcome to the podium the Ambassador of the United States of America, His Excellency Ian Kelly.
Well, Minister Jajalava, visiting guests from San Diego, including the Provost and members of his leadership team, MCC and MCA Georgia senior leadership, and rectors of Tbilisi's most prominent universities. It's a real pleasure for me to join you here on this very important day. I'm especially pleased to welcome the rising class of SDSU students and your families. Congratulations to all of you in earning a spot in the best university in town, with apologies, of course, to the rectors of the universities I just mentioned. And it is, as I say, a real pleasure that I am joining you here on the beginning of this changing journey. Earlier this year, in celebration of 25 years of diplomatic relations between our two countries, the embassy provided scholarships to 6 of you in the audience, and I'd like to acknowledge these scholars. So could you please stand, the 6 scholars who got the U.S. Embassy scholarships? There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I, as ambassador, am so proud to support your academic journey, and so I want to thank you very much and wish you all the best. And now you can take your seats. Since Georgia regained its independence 25 years ago, the United States has partnered with Georgia with the hope that over time, Georgia would recover from more than 70 years of Soviet occupation and grow and thrive. Students like you and your SDSU classmates will help me help your government, your families to grow Georgia into a more stable, prosperous, and independent nation. I wish you all the best as you start your classes and look forward to hearing about your future success. Congratulations once again. Thank you.
Thank you, Ambassador Kelly. The San Diego State University Georgia Project receives significant funding from the Millennium Challenge Corporation of the United States. Therefore, I would like to ask Ms. Fatima Supar to come to the podium to offer her guidance to the students.
Well, good afternoon, and on behalf of the U.S. government's Millennium Challenge Corporation, I'd like to welcome Minister Jijilava, Ambassador Kelly, the Provost, esteemed Georgian government and university leaders from San Diego State University, Tbilisi State, Ilia State, and Georgian technical universities to today's convocation events. But most especially, welcome to the class of 2021 and our returning students. This is such an important day for you, your families, and I'm delighted to fly from Washington to be a part of it. I represent the United States government's Millennium Challenge Corporation, and part of the team that is overseeing SDSU Georgia in partnership with our teams here in Tbilisi. This program is part of a $140 million compact established between the United States government and the government of Georgia to really reform and transform Georgia's education sector. And you are all the proof of that effort today. I've been involved in this program for the last 2 years, and I'd like to take a moment to reflect on what we've achieved. In just 3 years, we've seen student enrollment grow exponentially. I'd like all of our new students to please stand up for a moment and turn around and face the members in the back, if you don't mind. So parents, so before you take your seats, I want you to keep standing for a moment and look back, because for all of the parents back there, family members and supporters in the community, these are your next chemists, your next educators, your next civil engineers, your next leaders that are going to build the knowledge economy of the Georgian future. So take a hard look at your next leadership of this generation and give them a round of applause. Thank you very much. In addition, we are really proud to have trained more than 50 Georgian partner university faculty in how to teach what we call the San Diego way and how to use world-class laboratory equipments. Some of our faculty members from San Diego this morning told us on our tour that your new classrooms, your new labs, and your new equipment are better than what they have in San Diego. We've catalyzed collective research between Georgians and Americans. We've fully renovated and equipped labs at GTU and TSU with state-of-the-art technology. And construction is now underway on a brand new building at ISU with additional labs and lounges and study space for all of you. We've also been working with the private sector, with industry leaders and major companies here to make sure that current students and future students have the most in terms of opportunities in internships and jobs when you graduate. And we know that you will be the most sought after graduates here in Georgia and will be out getting many job offers to help build this economy. But none of this will matter in the long run unless you, our future generation of Georgian leaders, are successful. We know how hard you've worked to get here today and how hard it is to get into this program. So here's the bad news. It's only going to get harder. The next 4 years are going to challenge you, they're going to stretch you. And because of that commitment, you will be the future leaders, not just here in Georgia, but indeed in the region and throughout the world. We are really proud of all of you, of this partnership with San Diego State University, and we wish you, on behalf of the US government and all our partners and friends, let's see if I can get this right, Gilotsav and Didi Madloba.
Thank you, Fatima. Over your studies at SDSU Georgia, you will be asked to complete many assignments as part of a group. Your first year at SDSU will be a transition, and this will be one of the very important ways. Many of you may not enjoy working in groups and may prefer to complete your assignments on your own. But this isn't the way the real world operates. After you graduate, anything really important that you do will be completed as part of a team. One great example of this is this project, which arises from teamwork between the Millennium Challenge Corporation and the Millennium Challenge Account, Georgia. I would like to ask Magda Magradza from MCA Georgia to share her insights with you as well. Magda?
Kalbatonebo და ბატონებო, ბატონო მინისტრო, ბატონო ელჩო, რექტორებო, დეკნებო და რაც მთავარია სტუდენტებო. ჩემთვის დიდი პატივია მოგესალმოთ 1000 ლეულის გამოწვევის ფონდის მთელი გუნდის სახელით და მოგილოცოთ სან-დიეგო სახელმწიფო უნივერსიტეტის პროგრამებზე ჩაბარება. შესაძლებლობა, რომელიც თქვენ მოგეცათ, არ არის შემთხვევითობა და არჩევანი, რომელიც თქვენ გააკეთეთ, თქვენი წარმატების საწინდარია. დარწმუნებული ვარ, თქვენი მშობლები, რომელთა დამსახურებაზე ჩვენ დღეს ბევრს საუბრობთ, მონაწილეობას იღებდნენ ამ არჩევანის გაკეთების პროცესში და როგორც სტუდენტებს, ასევე მათ მშობლებს მინდა მოულოცო, რომ საუკეთესო არჩევანი იქნა დღეს გაკეთებული, როდესაც თქვენ ჩააბარეთ და აირჩიეთ პირველ რიგში STEM პროგრამები და შემდგომ პირველი ამერიკული უნივერსიტეტი, რომელიც დღეს საქართველოში ოპერირებს. ჩემთვის, როგორც 1000 წევრის გამოწვევის ფონდის გუნდის წევრისთვის, დიდი პატივია, რომ მონაწილეობას ვიღებ ამ ისტორიული და ძალიან მნიშვნელოვანი პროექტის დაწყებაში, განხორციელებაში და იმედი მაქვს, რომ ეს პროექტი გრძელვადიან პერსპექტივაში ძალიან მნიშვნელოვან შედეგებს გამოიღებს. ეს შედეგი გახლავთ თქვენ, სტუდენტები ამ პროგრამების, რომლებიც ძალიან დიდ წვლილს შეიტანთ ჩვენი ქვეყნის განვითარებაში. მინისტრმა აღნიშნა, რომ მიზნები, რომლებსაც თქვენ დაისახავს, განსაზღვრავს თქვენს წარმატებას და მინდა გისურვოთ წინსვლა და წარმატება ამ მიზნების განხორციელებაში და დარწმუნებული ვარ, რომ სან-დიეგო სახელმწიფო უნივერსიტეტის პროგრამებში სწავლა ამ მიზნების ასრულებაში დაგეხმარებათ. შესაძლებლობაზე მინდა ვისაუბრო მოკლედ, შესაძლებლობა, რომელიც თქვენ მოგეცათ, უნიკალური გახლავთ და ეს შესაძლებლობა შემთხვევით და მარტივად არ მოსულა. ეს შესაძლებლობა არის ამერიკის და საქართველოს ხალხის მთავრობების ძალიან დიდი ხნის თანამშრომლობის შედეგი და შედეგი იმისა, რომ ეს ორი ერი, ეს ორი ხალხი ძალიან კარგად თანამშრომლობს უკვე წლებია. შესაძლებლობა გახლავთ ის 140 მილიონი ამერიკული დოლარის გრანტი, რომელზეც ქალბატონმა ფატიმამ ისაუბრა, საიდანაც 30 მილიონი ამერიკული დოლარი ჩაიდო სან-დიეგოს სახელმწიფო უნივერსიტეტის საქართველოში შემოსაყვანად და ეს შესაძლებლობა გახლავთ საქართველოს მთავრობის დაფინანსება ამ პროექტისთვის, რომელიც თქვენ გაძლევთ შანსს მიიღოთ სტიპენდია და ისწავლოთ არც თუ ისე დაბალფასიან და არც თუ ისე მარტივად მოსაპოვებელ პროგრამებზე ამერიკული უნივერსიტეტისა. აქვე მინდა აღვნიშნო ის წვლილი, რომელიც გაიღო კერძო სექტორმა და ბიზნესის ჩართულობა ამ პროგრამაში. ჩვენ უკვე დავიწყეთ ბიზნესებთან ურთიერთობა და ძალიან მიხარია და მეამაყება ის, რომ საქართველოს კერძო სექტორი ხედავს თქვენში პოტენციალს და ხედავს თქვენში მათ მომავალ თანამშრომლებს. აქ დღეს წარმოდგენილია რამოდენიმე თვალსაჩინო წარმომადგენელი საქართველოს ბიზნესისა და მადლობა მინდა მათ გადაუხადო ამ პროექტის მხარდაჭერისთვის და თანადგომისთვის. კიდევ ერთხელ გილოცავთ სან-დიეგოს სახელმწიფო უნივერსიტეტის პროგრამებზე ჩაბარებას და გისურვებთ წარმატებებს. მადლობა.
Thank you, Magda. Today, we formalize your entry into the Aztec community. Visiting with us today are important representatives of main campus leadership to recognize your achievement. I would like to ask Dr. Chikuka Enwemeka, Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs at SDSU, to address the students at this point.
Your Excellency, Ambassador Kelly, Honorable Minister, distinguished guests, students, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. On behalf of our students, faculty, staff, and over 300,000 alumni of San Diego State University, it is my distinct honor and pleasure to welcome you to this second convocation ceremony here in Tbilisi. Every human society is known to have its own time-honored tradition and rituals, be it a ceremony to welcome people into a club or into a professional society or association, or an event such as the commencement and graduation ceremonies that some of you have already experienced. Like every major event marking the transition from one chapter of life to another, today's academic ritual, which those of us in academia refer to as convocation, is intended to introduce you to our new students to the traditions and expectations of our academic community before you begin your studies. It is not just a critical first step intended to inculcate a sense of belonging or an opportunity for you to meet the deans of our academic colleges and other leaders of our great institution. It is an event with a rich history dating back to the earliest days of universities more than 1,000 years ago. The significance of today's event is clearly evidenced by the full array of university symbols represented today. The colorful robes, the hoods and caps, the flags on the stage, all of which are used to proclaim this public gathering as an official gathering of the university and its officials. I cannot quite overemphasize the reverence and esteem of today's event. It is intended to initiate our new students into a new chapter of life. This new chapter will reflect a remarkable change in your lives. Some of you may see it as that change that has been long expected to free you from parental control, and in some sense you are right about that. You will be in control of your lives more than ever before, particularly for those of you who will be living away from home for the very first time. Your parents will not be there to wake you up in the morning, to hurry you to school. They will not be there to enforce curfew. Neither will anyone be there to urge you to do your homework or write your term paper. But the great freedom you have as a university student comes with immense responsibilities. And you'll be making a costly mistake if you do not recognize this critical fact now. One of the most important aspects of this new chapter of life is that you become fully responsible for your learning, not your professors, not your parents. Like the cohort of students on our 2 campuses in the United States, your country needs you and expects so much from you. I can hardly overestimate the value of your education to your rapidly developing countries. And I say countries because I know some of you are from other countries, not just Georgia. This means that a lot is expected of you, since many of you, in particular our Georgian students, are the first generation of students that will be earning a STEM degree from an internationally accredited program in this region. Let me take a moment to put the value of your education in perspective. We live in a world that continues to be shaped and reshaped by innovation and breakthroughs in science and technology and engineering. The degree you are here to pursue will place you among those at the cutting edge of innovation and technological advancement, and more importantly, among those that will contribute to the knowledge economy of your country. It is for this reason that a whole lot is expected of you, and this comes with immense responsibilities. With this responsibility come many choices, most of which will be known to you and you alone. The choice you make now will shape your future and will have a lasting effect on the rest of your lives. I know I'm being very tough on you. It is better for me to be tough on you now and you graduate successfully than for me to tell you all the sweet words and then you falter along the way. I don't want that. I am a provost and chief academic officer. I value your education, and so please pay attention to the rest of what I have to say. The choices you make now will affect the rest of your life. The choice to succumb to pressure from your friends and others and party all night long before an early morning class. The choice to rigorously research and prepare your term papers months or weeks ahead of time, or just the day before they are due. The choice to get proper academic advice every semester to make sure you're on track to graduate on time, or the choice to watch TV all day long or all night long, surf the internet, tweet, chat, and engage in mindless activities versus studying in the library for hours on end. The choice to infuse yourself with knowledge, to distinguish yourself not just as a student but as a world citizen, versus saturating yourselves with drugs and alcohol. SDSU students do not do that. The decision you make now within this critical chapter of life will define and shape you as a human being and as a member of our academic community. I urge you to choose wisely. That is worth repeating. I urge you to choose wisely. Retain and indeed hone those academic skills that enabled you to gain a seat in this prestigious gathering. You have what it takes to succeed. Of course, if you didn't, we would not have accepted you into these programs. You really have what it takes to succeed. Hone those academic skills that got you here. Be thyself. Do not change into a different form of person. Do not acquire new behaviors that would only get you astray. Stay on course. Strive for excellence and distinguish yourself as a scholar and as a leader. I will now turn to the parents in the back. Parents, please permit me to leave you with a few words of advice. I know how hard it is for you to leave your sons and daughters as they enter into this new phase of life. Believe me, as a parent of 3 children that have gone through the university, I have experienced this firsthand myself. Let me assure you that our faculty and staff will do their utmost to ensure that your son or daughter succeeds and graduates a few years from now. We urge you to stay close and partner with us to achieve this goal. Please stay close enough to support your child, but do not stay too close that they begin to perceive you as hovering over their shoulders every minute. Visit with your child from time to time, but please avoid those early morning Sunday and Saturday phone calls. They need time to rest from studies and to sleep well. If you phone them and they do not respond, take this advice from my own experience. Send a text message, and they will respond to you. They have a tendency to respond to text messages better than taking your phone call. And once you're satisfied that they have settled, pull back a little, just a little bit, and allow them to grow and discover themselves. I'll now turn back to the students. I will close with a few more words of advice for you. As a member of our university community, you will be challenged academically, stressed by the daily demands of classwork, assignments, examinations, term papers, and many other activities. You will be stressed also by the social stress of being responsible for your future, weighing the pros and cons of making one choice or another, and even by peer pressure. Turn these stressful challenges into priceless opportunities to mold yourself into the successful holder of the degree that you're here to seek. Take advantage of the numerous opportunities that our university has to offer. Do not just go through the university, allow the university to go through you. And by that I mean take a piece of our university, be it a club, be it a society, an association, take leadership role in it and steer it along as you go through your programs. Become a leader in various student organizations. Engage in our study abroad and overseas student exchange programs. In short, take all the good things we have to offer. With these words of advice, I'm honored to welcome you to our university. Welcome to San Diego State, and welcome to our Aztec family. Students, I now have the honor to present you to your respective colleges who provide the academic framework for your efforts as you pursue your studies at San Diego State University. I know this has been a formal event to date, and in a formal event, I remember the earlier speaker said, please sit down and wait for the platform party to depart before you leave your seats. Please take that advice. Sit down until the entire platform party has left. But I'm going to break one rule and one protocol. I'm going to overrule your parents in case they told you to be quiet and peaceful and all that. This phase of the program, I will overrule your parents and tell you it is okay to clap and show excitement and joy and even stand up from your seats as you are introduced to your college deans. Will Dr. Norma Bouchard, Dean of the College of Arts and Letters, please join me at the podium? Very good. I like to see the excitement now. Let me remind our students that whatever major you're pursuing, a significant portion of your class and a critical part of your training come from the College of Arts and Letters. The general education curriculum is equal in importance to the major curriculum you're pursuing here, and it's a hallmark of our American education. Therefore, I am very pleased to have Dr. Dean Bouchard here to represent this important aspect of your university life and to help receive the students into our programs. Will Dr. Monty Merabali, Dean of the College of Engineering, please join me at the podium? Will all the new students in the College of Engineering with majors in computer engineering, electrical engineering, civil engineering, and construction engineering please stand? Dr. Merabali and Dr. Bouchard, I'm pleased to present to you the incoming class of students in the College of Engineering. These students are the newest members of the university and the College of Engineering, and they bring to you their intellect, curiosity, and dedication to the pursuit of new ideas. Students, you may be seated. Will Dr. Bouchard please return to the podium? Will Dr. Bill Tong, Chair of the Department of Chemistry, representing Dean Malloy of the College of Sciences, please join me at the podium. Will the new students in the College of Sciences with majors in computer science and chemistry please stand? Dr. Tong and Dr. Bouchard, I'm pleased to present to you the incoming students in the College of Science. These students are the newest members of the university and the College of Sciences, and they bring their intellect, curiosity, and dedication to the pursuit of new ideas. Students, you may be seated. As Provost of San Diego State University, I hereby declare the students just presented as members of San Diego State University academic community, with all the rights, responsibilities, and privileges pertaining thereto. Let's give these new students a round of applause. Thank you.
Thank you, Provost Enwemeka. At this point in the ceremony, the continuing students of SDSU Georgia will welcome you into their midst. In that light, I would like to ask the flag bearers, Hania Moen and Mamuka Anjaparidze, to come to the podium. They will provide their welcome and advice, and they will lead you in this Aztec student pledge, but not in the removal of the pins. Please.
I remember when I told my friends that I'm going to be giving a speech at the convocation, and I'm really nervous about it. They told me, come on, Hania, you do this all the time. Little did they know that the minister and the ambassador are going to be sitting behind me. On that note, I would like to welcome Minister Jajalava, Ambassador Kelly, all of the deans and representatives of the San Diego State University, the families and the friends who gave us the honor to accompany us on this beautiful ceremony, and of course the most important people in this room, the freshmen of 2017. Welcome to San Diego State University. I am an international student here at San Diego State University, and you might ask yourself, what is an Iranian student doing in an American university in Georgia? Well, don't, because there's a lot of us here. And frankly, not only from Iran, but from 7 other countries. We all chose to be here because we believe in the quality of the American education, which we can't have access to, all thanks to the cooperation of the US government and the Georgia government. And for that, I am truly thankful. Thank you. As a sophomore, as an Aztec, as someone who has a little bit of experience and information, I would love to give you guys one piece of advice. I do remember when I got my first class schedule, And I was mad. I mean, we all were. We had subjects like philosophy, economics, linguistics, and oral communication. And we were thinking, isn't STEM all about physics and mathematics? Shouldn't I look like a computer when I finish my first semester? Shouldn't the language that I'm going to be talking be only coding? Well, no, actually. That is not what we do here in SDSU. We break the stereotypes. I am now an engineer-to-be who loves giving speeches, who owns her own business, who can write somewhat of a good essays, and is also, as learned in philosophy, is trying to reach true wisdom that, said by Socrates, is knowing that you don't know. We are trying to prove the people wrong. What are the stereotypes surrounding us engineers and scientists? That we're socially awkward, we cannot talk, we're shy, that we don't have boyfriends and girlfriends. Well, let's prove them wrong then. Once you leave SDSU Georgia, you will not be the stereotype that everyone expects you to be. The slogan of the university is that leadership starts here. I'm not going to say that I'm going to dream or hope you guys become the leaders, because I know that you will. It's going to look like United Nations in a couple of years, actually. We have ambassadors from Georgia, from Iran, from the US, from China, from Turkey. I'm just going to say that once you guys become the leaders, I hope you lead it in the right direction and in the best way possible. Thank you very much. And now my fellow scientist, Mamuka, will continue the welcome.
Well, first of all, I would like to welcome the faculty, the freshmen, parents, and distinguished guests to the second convocation ceremony of San Diego State University, Georgia. Well, freshmen, you did it. You are a member of our tiny society from now on. After the year of tiring and thrilling graduation from school, and also thrilling national exams, you can breathe a sigh of relief, for several days, of course, because then your lectures will start. It's not been long since I was at your place. I remember all the anticipation during the whole 12th grade. Everything is so chaotic. You have so much things to do that you can't even decide from where to start. You should go to school or to several private teachers. You should choose the path to follow, because practically it determines your future. You must not forget to eat and also stick to the real world beyond the books, just not to go insane. Also, you feel the responsibility towards the parents and your relatives, not to disappoint them. And as time passes, you start to realize that decision-making is inevitable, because for the first time in your life, you have your most important deadline coming. And on top of all this mess, you have no single idea how to deal with it, because you have never been so far before. Me, myself, I've been in that situation. Believe me, I changed my mind at least 12 times before deciding what to learn and how to be useful. Then, by some miraculous occasion, in which I mean being dragged by my mom to a meeting of universities at San Diego State University, Georgia, I discovered a university which made biggest sense for me regarding what to do and how to be useful. And this university was SDSU, Georgia, which provided me with the education at STEM fields. Now, we'll perfectly know that Georgia is a developing country which has great potential of achieving unimaginable summits, and this potential is its youth. Science, technology, mathematics, and engineering can be considered as a bricks for building and constructing the future. Now, I want to give you a little piece of advice. Many of you may think that key to success is to fear failing, because when you fear to fail, you will try to avoid it. Wrong. Just ask yourself, do I really fear of doing what I love? And indeed, can you fear of doing something what you love to do, like reading, swimming, bicycling, etc., playing video games at least? No, you love them, and loves make you to do that particular thing more often and to master it. So that's the key to success, loving to achieve it. The lesson is never fear the failure, because it makes you stronger. It gives you experience. Never fear the challenges. Some may say that only 1% make it to the top. Big deal. It doesn't mean that you have 1% chance to be in that top. It just simply means that you shouldn't behave like 99% others. Yeah. So you now are starting to be in that 1% of persistent society who is willing to swim upside the river. I do believe that you all are destined for the greatness. You have a potential of changing not only the Georgia, but the world itself. You have grown into a powerful intellectual individuals, which will make a massive footprint on its earth. Friends, strive to be the best version of yourself. Be phenomenal or be forgotten. Now, before me and Hania will lead you and congratulate you with the official starting of the semester, we will lead you to the Aztec speech. So please stand up. You might be tempted to take off your pins off, but you will have a time for it. So please just stand up.
Remember to read along with us or you won't be an Aztec, okay? Just read along with us. Ready?
Go. As an SDSU Aztec, I dedicate myself into personal and academic excellence. I embrace the university's vision of promoting social justice through citizenship, social responsibility, and scholarship. I empower myself to use the issues that concern my peers and the challenges facing our world as opportunities to champion and practice effective citizenship. I hope to benefit from the broad perspectives that diversity brings to my learning and my education. I recognize these values inherited from both Aztec traditions and San Diego State University's successful past. As keys to our promising future, today we express our gratitude to the family and friends who have assisted us to become new members of the San Diego State University community.
Welcome to SDSU, Georgia.
Thank you. You may be seated. We've now reached a very important point in today's ceremony. You have received wise advice from many distinguished guests. You have been formally presented to your colleges. You have been formally accepted into the San Diego State University community. In Georgia, being accepted into the San Diego State University community is doubly special because in addition to studying at San Diego State University and its rich history, you also are members of one of our partner universities, Tbilisi State University, Elias State University, Georgian Technical University, and their long traditions. This is a special and unusual state, and we invite you to contemplate what that means in terms of our cooperation and in terms of your own studies. And we are very grateful to our partner universities for joining us here today. It is now time to consider the ramifications of your decision to enter into academia. As members of the university, you are on a path to becoming members of the educated citizenry. You've made that decision for many reasons, and one of them, of course, is the opportunity for personal advancement and economic gain. These are opportunities that arise out of the hard work you will do between now and 2021, which is just around the corner, to understand how the world functions and how knowledge can be harnessed to help build society. But this opportunity comes with a responsibility. As a member of the educated citizenry, your family your country, and indeed the world will look to you. Look to you to solve serious problems. Look to you to behave as a leader. Look to you. Think about that. Most of your life to this point, let's be honest, you have looked to someone else to solve your problems. You've looked to your parents, you've looked to your grandparents, you've looked to your political leaders. Shortly, that burden passes to you. The opportunity to study at SDSU Georgia can result in outcomes you couldn't imagine. It didn't just happen. It comes about from the hard work of many, many people from both of our countries. You may feel grateful, but no matter how much you want to, you can't pay that back. You can't. You can only pay it forward. I'm going to tell you this again in 4 years. I want you to think about it in the meantime. You can pay it forward, and here's how. First, honor the commitment that your parents made to raise you to this point, and study hard and excel for the next 4 years. Honor the remarkable progress of your country by using your knowledge to build the economy of Georgia. Honor the efforts of so many in getting this program running by telling your friends about the opportunity and helping them to join the Aztec ranks. And honor the financial support you are receiving to help you in your studies by giving a helping hand, I mean a scholarship, to a future student of SDSU Georgia. That is the responsibility you take on today. Are you ready? This is exciting. As a small token of your acceptance of this responsibility, we offer you the Aztec for Life pin. It is both a reminder of your opportunities and a call to carry the responsibility of being an educated person far beyond your classroom. We hope you will wear it proudly. And at this time, I once again welcome Nina to the microphone for the singing of SDSU's alma mater. During her performance, we ask you to work together to put on your Aztec for Life pins.
Hail Montezuma, we with loyal hearts our homage paid, proud working and glorying in the spirit of the Aztec name. To thee, San Diego, to the fond traditions old and new, tribute raised in lasting praise, the steadfast faith. Hail Montezuma.
Thank you, Nina. You all look great in those pins. You will have noticed that you also have one more pin. That pin is intended as a gift in honor of the support and effort it took to bring you to this day. After this ceremony, please share that pin with a parent. And we hope that they will wear it as a token of our respect for their dedication in raising young people of intellect and accomplishment. Please look over your shoulders at your family and friends and join us in a round of applause in recognition of the critical role they played in bringing you to this moment. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, and especially the new members of our Aztec community, this brings us to the end of our formal ceremony. Thank you for your participation today. Remember, I asked you, please remain in your seats until the platform party has departed. As we say in San Diego, don't just have a good day, Have an Aztec day.